pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 235 Insights. God in His mercy wills that I be saved. What God wills is what is true. What God wills is what is real. God is love, and love extends only love. We are all extensions of love, and only this is what is true. This is what is real. As we were created as love, we are still perfect and innocent. This is God's will. We are saved because it is God's will, and what is not God's will cannot exist. Our remembrance of this brings to our awareness the truth that we are love immersed in love. We are safe in love, and this cannot change because only love is real. Illusions of separation from love could never be real. That is why we are saved. In truth, we were never lost. In illusions of separation, we can believe we are lost, but as soon as we are willing to lay these illusions down, we will see that love could never change and be the opposite of love. Love is constant, love is eternal. We are saved because we are love, and God's will ensures that this is true. Let me remember this today. When I stray to thinking that something other than love has really happened, let me return to remembering that only love is real. Remembering the truth brings happiness, joy, and peace. I will to align my will with God's will. I will to remember the truth. One of the central ideas offered repeatedly in the Course is that thoughts do not and cannot leave their source. If their source is reality, they remain in reality. If their source is illusion, they remain illusions. If their source is love, they remain love. That is why it is God's will that I be saved. It is simply another way of saying that I cannot leave my source. To be myself, I must remain love as I was created and which I am still one with. I cannot leave love. God is happiness. I cannot truly leave happiness. I can be unaware of happiness if I believe in an illusion of being separate, but happiness still surrounds me and remains what I am. Belief in illusion can make it appear that there is a force opposing the will of God. Most religions of the world incorporate this idea of a dark side that opposes God. This dark side is always engaged in battle, and God must be constantly defending against it. One of the essential ingredients for movies to be successful at the box office is that they must in some way incorporate conflict between the light and the dark. Without that conflict, it is not interesting enough to draw an audience. The ego thrives on conflict because conflict appears to make the dark side real, and so it appears in most religions of the world. I am not aware of any other teaching that says the dark side, the fallen angel, any seeming force opposing God cannot be real. Yet it is the recognition of its unreality that brings us freedom. It releases us from illusions, so we may once again know God's will for us is perfect happiness. We have never and could never leave our source. We remain in happiness, in love, in God, untainted by any illusion of separation or guilt. This is so because thoughts leave not their source, and I am grateful this is so. pathwaysoflight.org